Today's topic is an update on getting back on the carnivore diet. I am not back on the carnivore diet yet, but I do consider myself halfway back on the carnivore diet. And the reason I say that is because I was eating anything I felt like, large amounts of candy, sweets, sugar items, and any kind of foods that I had been craving, including pastas and different things like that, pizza, stuff like that. And it has been getting increasingly imperative that I get back on the carnivore diet because the eating the sugar was causing me severely increased depression, agitation, not thinking straight, just real and feeling physically ill. Like I just was not well at all. Those kind of things. And then feeling the dark days of when it was a cloudy day worse than I would otherwise, and not being able to function in particular. So it was not good. I was also gaining weight or have been gaining weight at a breakneck speed. I've been off the carnivore diet. Today is 3 weeks, but last weekend, including all week, I've gained about 18 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and then it's stayed the same. So I'm showing a gain of about 18 pounds in 3 weeks, gaining like it's a competition or something. And that has been distressing, and I can already see it in my clothes, and I can certainly feel it in trying to get around when I'm trying to exercise or do things and stuff like that. So that has been upsetting because a lot of the reason I went off in the first place was because I was angry and frustrated because I had been eating so few calories and hadn't lost an ounce for 2 months. And, the minute I ate anything, I gained weight gangbusters. So it's very distressing to have the weight come back when I worked so hard to take off what little I did lose. And also my sleep, which is bad anyway. I have bad insomnia. I have trouble getting enough sleep. My sleep was deteriorating to some nights not getting any sleep or not more than an hour or two. It was becoming impossible to get any kind of sleep whatsoever, even beyond my usual having trouble getting enough sleep. And so last weekend, I declared, because I'd had such a stressful week, I declared a weekend of rest and relaxation with an emphasis on self-care. And by Sunday, it became obvious that the sugar treats had to go. They were just making me so sick and feeling so bad. And I did what I usually do when I get to that point. We have in my apartment building, we have a free table. I prepared them into individual packets and took them down to put on the free table to share the treats with the residents in the building, because it is fun to give treats to other people. I do enjoy that. So I took all my candy and cookies and threw out a piece of cake and got all of those poisons out of the house, and I haven't not bought more. I was going to buy myself a treat for Valentine's Day this week, but my sister bribed me with a pizza, bought me a pizza and said, this is a bribe in the hopes that you will not buy the Reese's Big Cups, because I am so much worse on sugar treats and high sugar volume things than I can eat a pizza and not go cuckoo. And she knows that. She knows how I am. She can tell how my mood's been. She knows how distressed I've been. And so she bought me a pizza as a bribe, and it worked, because I felt when I was going crazy to wanting more sugar and buy more sugar, I kept in mind, well, that's rude to take the pizza and then go buy sugar anyway. It did help me have some strength in not giving in to the desire to run out and buy more candy or chocolate and things like that. So that's what I mean by half off. I still this week have been eating meals that have included some pasta or carbohydrates in it, like eating corn or things like that. So I'm not 100% back on the carnivore diet, but I'm not eating pure junk, not eating things that have the super high sugar volume and carbohydrate volume. And I'm already feeling much better, as far as my head has cleared up some, my mood has lifted some. Um, I physically feel somewhat better. I don't entirely feel better yet. Some of that is because the weather has been off and on. Like I said, the last 2 days have been sunny, so I'm not quite dancing around the room, but I'm kind of feeling like I'd like to if my legs would let me. But um, so some of the feeling is the better weather, but also not having the sugar in my system has really made quite a difference. And so the plan is that either tomorrow or certainly by Monday to switch the meals I'm eating that do have some carbohydrates in them to switching to my meals that are 100% carnivore so that I can get rid of any residue cravings that I'm having for sugar, because any amount of carbohydrates or sugar are going to make me want to crave more. And so I will feel much more even and much more satisfied not eating the carbohydrate items, because when I do eat things like that, I want to turn around and eat again sooner. Whereas when I'm on the carnivore diet, I can go long periods of time without feeling like I have to eat something and stuff. So I am looking forward to getting back on it. Hopefully next week update will be, yay, I'm back on it completely. I do have the sugar addiction going on where pictures of chocolate run through my head, or I'd like to eat this or eat that, but that is psychological. That is not, once I get the sugar out of my system, it's not going to be the physical cravings, and I'm not going to have as hard a time. So I am looking forward to having a little more control over what I'm doing and how I'm feeling, and taking better care of myself by being back on a limited amount of calories and limited types of food so that I can be losing weight instead of gaining weight. I hope you're all having a good week, and I will see you again later. Thank you so much.